So this lesson from day number 9, called Interpreting and Creating Graphs, is kind of like story time. We're telling stories with graphs, or we're trying to interpret the story based on the graph. So let's take a look at a couple, and then I'll give you a little bit of guidance on the cooldown. For this first graph, we are looking at the total distance hiked by a hiker over time. And if we'll read through the description here together, and we'll take a look at sort of the key features along the way so that we can see what they look like on the graph. So a hiker walked briskly and steadily for about 30 minutes, so up to about 30 minutes. Her distance is increasing pretty steadily. And then she took a 10-minute break. Well, if she took a break, she's not hiking anymore. And, oh, look, it's flat right there. Her distance isn't changing. After she jogged, that's different than walking. Jogging is usually faster. So if we look at that and then that, oh yeah, okay. So we can see that she's moving a little faster on this steeper part right here. Afterwards, she jogged all the way to the end of the trail, which took about 20 minutes. So that should be about 20 minutes right there. That looks about right. Yeah, that's about right. There, she took a 15-minute break. Oh, okay. So she sits down for a bit and then starts walking back leisurely. So not as fast as initially or when she was jogging, so a little slower. And then she stopped twice to enjoy the scenery. Her return trip along the same trail took 105 minutes, so from here to here should be about 105 minutes. So a couple of features we can see from this. We can see where her distance is increasing or staying constant. We can see how quickly the distance was increasing by calculating the slopes of each of these pieces. And then we can tell the time when the hiker traveled the greatest distance on that hike. So the greatest distance was, all the way at the end of the hike because we're adding up total distance. Also, we can see which segments of time she covers the most distance on because, again, steeper line means more distance in a shorter amount of time. Now let's change it a little bit, and instead of looking at our total distance, let's look at the distance from the trailhead. Well, if she starts at the trailhead, her distance from the trailhead is 0. She walks pretty briskly, takes a rest, jogs, takes a rest, and then she returns. So her distance is initially growing, and when she starts to come back to the trailhead, it starts to shrink again as she gets closer and closer. What you need to do is sketch a graph that tells a story. A child tosses a baseball up into the air. On its way down, it gets caught in a tree for several seconds before falling down to the ground. Sketch a graph that represents the height of the ball, h, as a function of time. Be sure to include a label. Tell me what each axis is representing, and a scale. What do each of these marks mean? Are they hours, minutes, furlongs, fortnights? I don't know. You got to figure that out and let me know. If you have any questions, sign up for Win Time. Come find me. Ask a friend. Get help, please. Have a great day.